Hello and good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. My name is Coach Karen Jones Obeyfun. I am your iLock relationship coach and consultant. Um, they're doing work outside, so hopefully you don't hear a lot of machinery. I have my earbuds in, so I'm hoping that might lessen the noise. Um, I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to come on and chat with you for a little bit. I hope that is fine. I'm in my living room. My daughter is upstairs doing the online e-learning. So um, I'm not in my office, which is fine. I'm underneath the fan, and it's nice and cool. So I'm cool if you guys are too. So I wanted to talk about a post. Um, and it was a post that I did yesterday, and it goes, uh, is it possible that I'm not entirely right? So that was actually directed at couples, specifically at couples, but it can apply to like friends, non-romantic friends. It can apply to family members. It can even apply to work-related stuff, like business partners, co-workers, a boss, supervisor, something like that. So being for myself, being a relationship coach and consultant, it actually offers me the flexibility to not only work with couples, but I can work with families. I can work with friends. I can work with companies um, that are having issues with conflict or issues with coming to an agreement. For me, I posted this yesterday because I wanted to provoke some thought, especially with couples, married, not married. And it's something that I hope that not only provoke thought, but possibly emotion. So I have some notes. So when I posted it, the first thing I thought was, what am I thinking right now? What could be an emotion or thought that would come to mind to someone who doesn't really either they don't understand the concept or they have not applied the concept to their relationship. And I thought of some words that I came up with. Um, Anxiety, so you're anxious, your heart is beating, um, you could have sweaty palms, you your pulse could be racing, you could be confused, um, you could feel rejected, or you could feel fear. There's a lot of other things that could be going on. I just came up with a few. Um, you're human, and it is okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn, grow, and we develop. We learn life lessons. The statement that was made um, on my post, it doesn't mean that one partner's views and perspective invalidates the other. It means that they're both valid. Um, Also, I think that a lot of times when kind of going off script. Also, I think a lot of times when couples have disagreements and they can go from minor to major conflicts, that they don't really take the time to listen to the other person's point of view. And if they sit back and think about, well, maybe that person has a point. maybe everything I said is not correct, or maybe I was missing something. Again, we all make mistakes, and everyone has different perspectives, which is great, which is, again, how we learn and grow. But you also have to know, if you do feel like you made a mistake, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up about it. It doesn't reflect like a bad character, or it doesn't reflect on you negatively as a person. You're human just like everyone else. And that's the bottom line. We all make mistakes. I would suggest in this situation, if you're having a disagreement with a partner and you are stuck on your perspective and you're not listening to the other person, it's clear you're not listening to the other person. They're explaining to you, their side, maybe through experience, but you're not listening. So I would suggest, because it's all out of fear of your perspective being rejected, fear of you being vulnerable and how that would look to your partner. Again, my suggestion would be is to use courage. Move past the fear. You are going to be feeling vulnerable. But the thing about that is, that's what typically happens in relationships. There is a point where you do have to feel vulnerable. There's some things, again, because we're human, because we grow, we experience, there's life lessons that we have to learn to keep growing. At some point, you are going to have to be humble. You are going to have to be vulnerable. You are going to have to apologize. That is just how life is in general, but especially when you have a partner. It's funny, my husband calls us each other's mirrors. So whenever we're talking or we're discussing something, and we look for feedback, we talk to each other honestly about, where we see the relationship going. Do we believe that we're meeting each other's needs? And it's very humbling to listen to someone's feedback on how the relationship's going and what they may need from you. That's a part of being vulnerable. That's a part of being human. That's a part of growing and learning. And you do those things so that you can continue to meet each other's needs. And it's not something where you have to, keep going back to it. It's something where you two have a discussion about it, and you put it in as far as like your daily living, your repertoire, where you are making sure that you meet your partner's needs. If you have to write it down somewhere, if you put it in your phone, like a notification, if you have to keep, I would say, if you write it down and if you're reading it daily or multiple times a day, so that you're able to remember something that your partner needs from you in the relationship. So again, I would say use courage when you're speaking to your partner. Speak your truth. Tell them how you feel. And then listen for clarity. Listen for understanding. Don't just talk and then leave. you two actually have to have a conversation. So you do have to listen to what your partner is thinking, is feeling. But one thing I would say, if your partner were sitting with me, or if you were online or over the phone, and you spoke your truth, it would be something where you would make sure that you were in a safe environment. We would be very appreciative and honored that you were vulnerable and comfortable enough to share with us. And that is something that I do teach my couples about, that is respecting everyone's feelings, validating their feelings, not deflecting, denying, but validating. You may not understand, but you can't ignore them. Again, I would say through speaking with your partner, speaking your truth, listening for understanding. And there are two things that you can do. You could either compromise, which is you two come to an agreement and you make concessions where the important parts of your needs are met and the other things are tabled or they're not met at that time. Or you can collaborate, which is something that I like to do and I like to talk to my clients about, that you can collaborate where you can create something together. You can create something else all together. You can change the narrative. So you two won't have to feel like you're settling on compromising. And sometimes you do. Sometimes you do have to settle. But if it's something that you're really passionate about, and it's something that you feel that it must be a part of meeting your needs, then I definitely would suggest collaborating. Ooh, sorry, I just hit my little sticky thing to hold the phone. I don't even know what to call it right now. So I don't even know what to call it. So anyway, I hope this was helpful in terms of the post that I made yesterday. I hope I didn't take too much of your time. I'm probably going to do another video soon. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think the other video, I'm just going to talk and off script. So just kind of tell you a little bit about myself, and hopefully you can tell me a little bit about you, or send me an email, or send me DM me or something if you're having any relationship issues, any relationship struggles or challenges that you would like my advice on. Again, my name is Coach Karen Jones Opefan, and I am your ILOC relationship coach and consultant. I hope you have a good day.